Do you know your team to play Lebanon at this stage?
I'm pretty close to it. Obviously, I've got to check on the 6 guys are going to come over from the grand final. They arrive tomorrow morning, so I'll check up on how they're travelling. But in my mind, I've got a pretty close idea.
Is Joey Manu fit?
He is, yeah. He'll be ready to go.
Just not playing tomorrow.
No.
Yeah. The way he went against Tonga mid-season, you must be tempted to play him at full back, mustn't you?
Joey will be definitely playing a fullback next week. So we've basically just managed his calf injury that he had, towards the back end of the season. So he's fit and ready to go. And
Jared Hargreaves, am I right in thinking he'll be okay for the last group game?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So what are you looking to get out of tomorrow's game then, Michael?
Just a really good solid hit out. Obviously, you have from the preparation, the mid-year test where the boys were able to come together. You don't play a lot of international games in this day and age, so to be able to bring them together and actually build combinations is a real key for us. So it should be a really good hit out for us. And obviously, I think there's a fair crowd, so the boys will get to enjoy the atmosphere of what it is to play over here.
Have all the boys got acclimatised, the ones that have been here a while?
Yeah, we've been sport the last couple of days. We just got rain at training, so we're back.
I was going to say, it's going to be extremely emotional tomorrow evening, I would imagine, for a lot of the boys who are leaving and have given some outstanding service to Leeds, like, Brad Dwyer and Bodine Thompson and Muzzy Mustafa. I mean, it's about sort of saying goodbye to them and sort of honouring or recognising their contribution to the club as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's we've spoken about that this week. It's an unusual situation, this one that we're in 2 weeks after a grand final, but we've sort of spoke about how it's been a good reflection of the season that's been and that chance to get together, which you normally wouldn't get. And the other sort of key thing is to farewell those that have given great service, as you said. Tom Briscoe will be sort of captain for the day as well, to sort of honour and respect the service that he's given to the club.
How would you sort of sum up in a nutshell the contribution of the likes of Liam Sutcliffe, Tom Briscoe, not only during your sort of 5 or 6 months in charge, but during their entire Leeds Rhinos careers?
Well, it's a little hard for me to sort of comment on the overall service that they've given, other than, from what I know and how the players are respected around the club. And the fans are, they're a big part of Leeds, and they'll continue to be. They'll always hold a spot in the club. But I can only really attest for the service that they've given in the last 4 or 5 months since I've been here. They've had to deal with some adversity for sure, but they've made a great contribution on and off the field, and that was part of our, big part of our journey towards the grand final.
Yeah, and you just think, Rohan, to have New Zealand here, it's going to be a fantastic occasion. How prestigious is that for Leeds Rhinos as a organisation?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us all to be part of a great evening and to get the hype and the atmosphere around the World Cup, get that ball rolling and compete against some of the greatest players of the not only in rugby league but of the modern era are going to be playing in this game tomorrow. So I'm really proud to be part of it myself, and certainly Thomas Luluai for me holds a spot in my heart. Like, I was at his first game in the NRL in 2003, and he played in London as I was starting off my coaching journey there as well. So I'm sort of proud to be there for his last game as well.
Yeah. Just a final one, please, Rohan. I just wondered, in terms of the World Cup, what your sort of schedule will be in terms of taking in live games, looking at players, and just following the tournament generally.
I haven't paid a lot of attention to the draw just yet. We've been in Rhinos mode for probably a bit longer than we first expected a couple of months ago. So been getting our head around this game, and after this one's done, I'll sort of get the schedule out and pencil in the games I'm going to get to. But yeah, I look forward to following it and catching up with people that I've known for a long time around the game. It's good to connect, and that's a great part of rugby league, is to sort of rekindle those and catch up with friends around the world.
You've obviously named a strong squad. I think it's 15 of the 17 that played at Old Trafford. Cam Smith's not involved. Has he got an injury?
Yeah, Cam had a clean out on his elbow that he'd been playing with for the bulk of the season. So they found a few bits and bobs floating around in there that needed taking out. So he's on the way to recovery and hopeful of starting the preseason fit and healthy.
Have you got any other guys going in for operations over the off season?
No, I don't think we do. Which is pretty good news. We've got a few guys that have ended the season injured, but nobody is going for surgery, I don't think. Yeah.
How's Morgan Gannon? Obviously, he had that head knock before the grand final. Is he okay now?
Yeah, Gano's just about finished off his return to play process. We made the choice to not accelerate that or attempt to accelerate that for the grand final or for this match, or he was selected for the England Knights as well. We thought, given it was his second head knock of the season, being an 18-year-old kid who's got a whole life of footy ahead of him, we thought it would be best case to take our time with it and let him have a good off season, having been fully cleared and ready to go in the preseason.
And when will preseason begin? Because obviously you've got quite a few players on World Cup duty.
Yeah, we also have a lot of young players joining our squad from academy and from outside as well. And we've got a bunch of players that haven't really played much rugby since early September. So there'll be a bunch of guys starting on the 7th of November, and then there'll be a sort of rolling start. The more seasoned guys will be back at the end of November, and those that go, into the playoffs or into the World Cup finals, we won't really see them before Christmas.